Okay, so hello. Today I'm kind of messing around with Cyberpunk 2077 2.3 update and checking it out using Luke Ross's VR mod. So this is a pretty good VR mod in my opinion, compared to something like Vorpix, which really isn't really true VR in the sense. Some might argue that this isn't, but running on a 3090 Ti on my build, it's pretty good. Getting a pretty good frame rate, about 90-ish frames a second. My target pixels are a little, I kind of dialed them back, but I can see everything quite clearly, and yeah, it's kind of fun. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to, try out some new content. I know I do a lot of like edge computing, AI stuff. I do a lot of XR development, and thought I would just kind of look at some of the new features of Cyberpunk 2077 2.3, experience them in VR, and do some musings about cyberpunk dystopias, the movies that depict them, how they influence this game, just driving around Night City, looking at things, experiencing the mod. Basically just, hanging out as an NPC. So this is more or less of like a musing, just kind of musing, kind of reflecting. It's a bit of a reflection. Here's my ride. It's a pretty preem ride. Just gonna hop into this thing and we'll go for a, if it'll let me get in, go for a little spin. So, hold on. Let me turn the radio off here. All right. Where are we gonna go? Looks like we're up on North Side, so let's go check out some of the cool parts of town. Let's go down through the Corpo Plaza. So for those of you who aren't aware, in this new... I'm just going to turn around really quickly. Sensitive on the gas. The new version, the new update, allows for Autodrive, which I think is kind of cool because it really allows you to go through, experience Night City, whether you're into the game art, whether you're into just turning off, shutting off, unplugging, and cruising around, cruising around in Cyberpunk City. See, I've got my controller down here, just chilling, sitting in my car, enjoying the city as it goes by. Just a note, this the Autodrive isn't absolutely perfect. It's all right, but sometimes there's accidents and you have to run away from the police, or you get into a fender-bender. Not in this case. It's pretty cool. I mean, usually when I'm doing, like I said, I like to sort of ride the train, walk down the streets, and ignore the responsibilities of the character V and all the quests. And sometimes I just like to cruise around the city and just like do an NPC playthrough where I'm just kind of looking at things, enjoying them, enjoying the environment, the immersion. What the... Whoa. Sort of being a digital flaneur in the sense of of the flaneur as a, you know, sort of a man at leisure walking his turtle down the sidewalk and experiencing the city. Also, you get to notice sort of the little interruptions in the everyday life of this virtual environment. So it's an interesting sort of metaphysical way to view a cyberpunk world and all the world building. I like driving around in the daytime because, you know, most cyberpunk environments, you look at like the Blade Runner series, things like that, there's always rain, it's always dark. I don't know what this guy's doing. Might have to go around him. Yes, gonna get around this clown. All right. But yeah. Anyway, back to cruising. Yeah, it kind of reminds me more of, you know, the daytime sort of depictions of cyberpunk cities, such as Judge Dredd, where, you know, you have your sort of darker elements, but also, you know, you have depictions where, yeah, it is bright out. There is stuff, so it's kind of a little bit on the lighter side. Still quite dystopian, but yeah, the architecture is super cool. I definitely get like a Judge Dredd vibe, like a la the, you know, 1995 film. Driving around these parts of Night City downtown, or in this case being driven. It's kind of cool. We're going over to the Corpo Plaza now, or whatever it's, I don't know what it's like officially called actually. Oh yeah, we're entering Corpo Plaza, quite literally. Got some like little post-processing effects that are a little bit disruptive in the VR mod. A little stop and go traffic. It's a busy day downtown here in Night City. And I think we're going to be getting into the main loop. I love the fish, the hologram fish. Got Militech. Arasaka should be somewhere. Whoop! There we go, see? Accidents happen. Autodrive isn't perfect. Ooh, assault in progress. Well, normally I would go do something about that, but I'm just cruising around Night City today. That's all I'm doing. It's my day off. So there's Arasaka billboards. Yeah, so thinking about like some of the cyberpunk influences, I mean, when you look at the genre, at least in popular film, like there's quite a bit of cyberpunk stuff out there. But, you know, as with the genre of film, you're usually limited. Like, you don't get to see the world building up close. Like, you don't get to explore in the same way that you do in a game like this. And so it's really easy to see all the influences, all the different influences from Blade Runner, you know, Judge Dredd, Johnny Mnemonic, others, even like the really bad Mario Brothers movie that came out in the 90s. Like, there's a lot of vibes that are sort of very similar to that. And again, I'm just kind of musing, so, you know, if I miss something, whatever. I'm just reflecting, just going for a drive, talking. That place looks important. Don't want to go in there. But yeah, it's almost like there's a lot of sort of brutalist architecture, but there's layers where you can kind of see, you know, the older 20th century kind of buildings in this town. Actually, like, yeah, right here, you got these kind of old, I've arrived at my destination. Yeah, we can cruise up and take a look. I'm gonna take control for a second. Yeah, like these kinds of buildings, these apartment buildings with storefronts. A little bit of the old sort of architecture left over from 20th century, lots of air conditioning units, kind of spruced up with the new kind of cyberpunk vibes. Where do we want to go next? You know what? This is like one of my favorite places in the Cyberpunk 2077 area is Cherry Blossom Market and Jig-Jig Street. So here, let's go there. Let's turn around. 3-point turns are not the strong point of the Autodrive function, so with the Autodrive I find that I just keep kind of, I'll do the 3-point turn and let the Autodrive do its magic. I like how V kind of hangs an elbow out the window. It's kind of neat. Sometimes Johnny will pop up in the other seat there. Yeah, oh yeah, that's nice. El guapo. But yeah, the Autodrive function kind of really lets you sit down and appreciate Night City in a lot of ways that is not possible. Thought I was gonna have to run away from the cops there for a second. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go back through Corpo Plaza, get another good view, and then head over to Japantown. Got some more Osaka billboards. Ah, the fish. There is a sort of cinematic camera mode, but we're in VR, so we want to, keep it from our own perspective. I do need to do some adjustments to the field of view because it can be a little too narrow. But yeah, this is a really good way to kind of get to know the city, see the city, be the flaneur, be an NPC, and just chill and escape for a while. Because that's why I do it, at least. Why I do XR development is mostly for, well, A, to help people, but also to, escape in my spare time, escape from the mundane aspects of daily life, the news cycle, all those things, and, go to another world or another imagined world. So, what we got here? Oh, yeah, nice one, V. Making a right-hand turn from the left lane. Good job. Well, I guess it's not V, it's the car, right? Yeah, no, I shouldn't be role-playing right now. We'll blame the car. We'll blame the car on it. This is kind of like a neat parking garage type building here. In Japantown, we get kind of, it's a little bit more colorful. Whoa, fender-bender. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. A little bit more colorful. A little bit more rustic as well. It's kind of a little bit more rough around the edges, but still pretty cool. Got some nice skyscrapers. It's nice to kind of stick your head out the window, look around. But yeah, these are the things you don't really get to do without Autodrive. It's nice to put the controller down and look at the city. And for all the problems that this game had when it was released, you know, they were in a kind of a rock and a hard place. That's kind of an awkward overlap of vehicles there. The game state now is, yeah, that's weird. The game state now is so much better than when it came out. So all these little features, oh, here we are. All these little features are, I gotta keep my eyes on the road. Boring. All these new features make it so much more alive, you know, the environment. Brakes are really sensitive on this. Quadro. All right, let's get in here and let's go see. Yeah. Here, we'll turn around. Do our 3-point turn. Whoop. Move my head a little quickly. All right. There we go. Elbow out the window. Autodrive is on. But yeah, out of all of the environments in Cyberpunk, that guy is leaning on the horn. I think that Japantown probably most closely reflects the kind of Blade Runner type environment. Yep. Oh, yeah, okay. Just rear end me and drive away. that guy's not a nice person. Okay, we got a green light, and oh no, it's a red light. But yeah, I think that Japantown reflects, for the most part, you know, the most kind of Blade Runner-esque kind of environment of all of these. It might be interesting to just spend some time going around in the VR mod, looking at the... There we go. Wouldn't be Night City without some fender-benders. And sort of discussing the cyberpunk elements. Ooh, yeah, that guy's in a rush. Haha, idiot. What is going on here? Wow, that guy's just trying to just bash his way through. Oh, really? I have to go the same way as this guy? Whoop. Yeah. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, okay. I don't even know what you're talking about. So many plans. Alright. I don't think these guys are moving, so I'm just gonna not auto drive my way around. Alright, there we go. Now we're back to cruising. Cruising Night City. Oh my god. So sometimes you actually have to do things, you know? That's okay though. It wouldn't be Night City without some explosions and... such. Alright, there we go. Now we got our spot. Let's just go around this debacle. Needless to say, you know, Night City is a dangerous place. But if you play it cool and drive around with your auto drive, then usually you can avoid most of the hazards That's a really nice looking sort of skyline. Got some skyscrapers that go across the river there. From Corpo Plaza to North Side. Ooh, music. Oh yeah, look at that mega building there. Definite Judge Dredd influence for the mega buildings, the mega blocks. It's part of the thing, part of the jam. Ooh, and here we are. Nice little drive. And I'm just gonna move ahead a little these. We'll do a little curb hop. We're gonna park here for a second. Hop out, take a walk, and then I think I've had my fill for kind of cruising around Night City today. Gotta look both ways before you cross the road. That's pretty impressive. Got some cherry blossom holograms. I'm gonna go to my favorite part of town. It's got the dingy underworld vibes of Blade Runner. Got some folks. Someone's been partying a lot. Hello. Ugh. Pee-pee. It's kind of my favorite part of town to walk around. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Hey, you looking for some company tonight?
Love being the flaneur, the NPC in Night City. Anyway, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll do some other content that's more focused on the hardware and performance aspects of playing Cyberpunk in VR. I know some people complain about the alternating eye rendering. Doesn't seem to bother me. It's gotten a lot better with the DLSS updates. I think Luke Ross is an absolute saint for making this mod. And I just have a blast just cruising around Night City. Just reflecting on life. Being the flaneur. Being an NPC. Definitely gets my blood pressure down. Yep. Thanks for walking through me, asshole. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I got for today. For those of you who watched, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you'd like some more content like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Yeah, you know, let me know what you think. What do you think about the influences on Cyberpunk 2077? What do you think about the sort of mashup of different Cyberpunk subgenres and world building? It's pretty cool.